Hey everybody, it's Mark here at Garrett's Guitars in Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and I'm here to talk about good news. That's today's video topic. Because lately, I get some, I've been talking about, difficulties in independent retail, difficulties in retail in general, the guitar industry and where it's heading, and guitar playing live, and who's going to carry on the tradition of the guitar and all that kind of stuff. People start to comment things like, "Hey, wow, why do you even try?" Or "Get out while you can." This is, sounds miserable to me. And this is not why I talk about these things. I talk about them because talking about difficult things is a way to acknowledge them and get through them. That's why we have to share this when we discuss it here too. It just helps. You have to be aware of what's going on. Be self-aware is my number one rule in life. However, like I said, it's led people to think that I'm being doom and gloom, and I'm not. And so today's video is going to be why I'm optimistic about the guitar world, guitar retail, a lot of the topics I talk about. I'm just going to give you the optimistic side. So, number one, and this is not pandering to my audience, however it might sound like it, are the people. You people. The people come and go here. The people involved in the industry who I deal with on both sides of the counter. The people are great. And people who I run into in this industry are, they love music and they love guitar and musical instruments. And it shows, and they're literally my people. When I go to the NAMM conference and I wander around all the halls for days at a time, it's like these are my people. Rooms full of people who love music and love guitar and bass and drums and all that, all the great stuff about music that I love. The people I deal with on the phone, even when from my suppliers and the manufacturers, everyone I interact with, it's just been great with the customers and the suppliers. So the people I get to interact with in this business are great, and the people are what gives me optimism in this. Is everyone is in it out of a love of the instrument, and so when I talk to my salespeople from the suppliers, they're into it. They play music usually, or they're music enthusiasts. Seldom do I run across anyone on the manufacturing distribution side who isn't very knowledgeable and who doesn't love what they do and because music is part of it. One time I was talking to someone in the finance department at Fender, and she was going through a list of things, and she said, "Oh, I see here you got a bass man." Oops. It's Bassman. Anyway, but also lovely people. The people in Fender in Arizona are actually, whenever I talk to people from Fender, I can kind of tell if they're from Arizona or California. Just the Arizona people are just love music as well, even if they're working in the corporate office. So, people. Now, let's talk about manufacturing and what we have in, in the store, half new, half used kind of thing is what we like to have. But the dollar store-ification of the retail world that we're seeing, that when you go into clothing stores or even other, are there any other stores left that don't sell clothing? Department stores, Walmarts and Targets and all that. There's a quality drop in a lot of the products that are available to you at all for any kind of money. So even if you go into supposedly higher end stores, there's a quality drop. We in the guitar and musical instruments world have wonderful quality in our instruments. You can we sell, I've talked about it a few times, this Yamaha guitar we sell for currently $239, depending on tariff issues, and while I'm making this video. Their basic Yamaha, dreadnought size guitar. It is absolutely great. There is no reason you couldn't play that guitar on any stage and for the rest of your life. And that is $239. Amazing. That has to do with a lot of things, other things, the Squires that you can get for $300. Great guitars. So we have, whereas the quality of a lot of products in a lot of manufacturing industries is descending and noticeably worse year on year, we have great quality products in this business, and it creates innovation. And speaking of innovation, innovation is my next point. There is innovation in this industry. It's not just selling the same things over and over. Amplifiers have gotten, I mean, I have a lot of tube amplifiers, and I'm not getting rid of them. But these digital amplifiers have finally gotten really good, and the pedals that you can get that do these amazing things, and the Fender Rumble bass amps have changed what it is to be a bass player. To be the bass player, you had to carry the heaviest, damnedest amp around, and you could stand next to it and never even hear it. You know, Fender Rumble, the new Ampeg Rocket bass as well. We sell the Rumble and we recommend it, but Rocket bass is good stuff too. There's just innovation in amplification, in guitar making, and the features that you can get on a guitar that are you don't see in a lot of industries, and that just make everything better for us, the people who play music. So the next point is cultural significance. We're in a tradition that makes the guitar, especially music in general, culturally significant. It kind of gives us a little bit of an elevated part in our own culture that we live in. I get to experience this being a performing musician. I played a show last week. It was great. There could have been 200 people there. They loved it. I had fun doing it. The band had fun doing it. The staff had fun being there. The entire room was everyone, a room full of people having a great time, and we got to bring that to the people through the cultural significance of playing music for people, and with these guitars and instruments that we play. And that's no joke in our world right now, where everyone's sitting around door dashing and Netflixing and sitting at home. People come out for music, and they enjoy it when they do it, and they promise to come back, and that has a cultural significance to our American culture, but also, you know, North American culture being similar, but European culture, culture all over the world, somewhere, you know, literally all over the world. People come out for music, and music brings something special to people, and we got to be proud and grateful that that's part of our lives. So let's talk about the future. I believe the innovation will continue a bit. Some of the innovations, I get a little, what's the word for? I get a little bit of a grumpy old man syndrome. I don't like in-ear monitors. I think they're evil, and I think, but more and more they become more cheap, and they're used more. And there's some, you know, just bringing little pedal boards and running them through the PA. You know, I like having some kind of amplifier on the stage. So you know, some of the innovations, but as long as the innovation is bringing music to people and doing all those things I was talking about, it's fine. So innovations will continue. I see the things that are coming out from especially our accessories, you know, manufacturers are just getting better, more innovative. And as I alluded to earlier, live music is a superpower, and we get to do it, and we enjoy it more because we play the instrument. We get to perform for people, and I like performing to people, and any number of people. As long as the people in the audience outnumber the band, I'm ready to do it. I just love making that connection to people through music. So, that's the good news. Before I get to wrapping up, subscribe and like and all that stuff too. I was supposed to say that earlier in the video, but I forget to. Why? Because this, you know, the people of YouTube, to make the connection we need to do those things. And I alluded to it earlier, but this little YouTube community that I've kind of come up in over the I've been making YouTube videos for a long time, but for the guitar store, near 5 years now, we've had a YouTube thing. I like doing it. I like communicating with you folks. So comment, subscribe, and like, and all that stuff. And we'll talk to you soon. See you next time.